Hi, here is another psoriasis eczema video that is going to cover the subject of tomatoes and products that are made from tomatoes like ketchup, spaghetti sauce, etc. Okay, well, tomatoes, uh, if you didn't know it, are kind of new to the human diet. Okay, the tomato was first cultivated in Peru, and then that was 700 AD. That was a long time ago. But if you came from up here in this area, somewhere in here, you may not have evolved with that tomato. You may have seen it maybe at the earliest in like the 1900s, like in early 1900s, and even then some thought of it as being a poisonous food. Well, anyway, I got some narrative here I want to read. Okay, psoriasis, eczema, subject of tomatoes. Okay, the brief history of tomatoes. Tomatoes were first known or discovered in Peru. Then during the Spanish conquest in the 1500s, the tomato seed was brought to Central America, also known as Mexico. Then, as time went on, the tomato seed went to England and North America. The thing to keep in mind is it was only around 250 years ago that most evolving humans began encountering tomatoes. Okay, that wasn't very long ago. And a lot of people eat tomatoes every day now. Okay, so here's the tomato timeline. 700 AD, tomatoes were cultivated by the Incas. Centuries later, tomatoes traveled from Peru, where they grew wild in the Andes Mountains, eventually migrating into Mexico, where they were known as tomates. 16th, 17th, and 18th centuries, conquistadors carried tomato seeds from the Americas to Spain and Portugal. They finally got their way over the Atlantic there. They were considered poisonous, but appreciated for their beauty. Okay, so in this time frame, 16th, 17th, and 18th centuries, the 1500s, the 1600s, and the 1700s, the tomato went over, or made its way over to Europe, and even when it got there, some people thought they were poisonous. Okay, some considered the fruit a potent aphrodisiac. Eventually, the Spanish, Portuguese, and Italians experimented with tomatoes in recipes. Early 1800s, tomatoes were first quoted on the stock market around 1812. Breeding work was begun to develop improved varieties. Two gentlemen advocates ate tomatoes publicly to dispel the fear of toxicity. In 1818 was the date ketchup was invented. So that wasn't that long ago. Okay, that's what it looks like in the grocery store. And there's another version there. Tomato paste used in spaghetti sauces and pizza toppings. There's another one. Okay, and if you go to fast food, you may encounter little tubs of it like that. And then, to get on the subject of ketchup, okay, ketchup is just a concentrated form of tomatoes. And then it's got the other ingredients, but really the main problem, I think, right now is the tomato. because there's that poisonous factor. It's high in acid, and it does give some gastric upset. A lot of people during this time of year, they need to take Prilosec in order to keep their stomach in check. And just recently I had a problem with it myself, and I had a skin flare-up, and I was not planning on that because I had started to get a nice suntan, but then I know I had a flare-up, and kind of back to square one on my skin condition. So just to let you know, I will keep working on it. Alright, this fast food burger has ketchup on it probably, and think with your mouth. Big Mac, I mean, you put sugar, high fructose corn syrup concoction on anything, it's going to taste good. But sugar is not really the issue on this video. The issue is the fact that there's a poison probably in that ketchup in a concentrated form. Okay, well, this is a 64-ounce version, and they conveniently made it fit in your refrigerator door, so you could probably be in full you'd be able to eat ketchup 24/7 if you had a bottle that big. Alright, well, I hope this helps you guys, and do some investigation on the history of tomatoes, and you might be surprised. Okay, have a good one. Bye.